Hello and welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the variables in the Go language. First of all, we need to know what are the variables. The very simple answer for this simple question is variables are actually something which can store some data of any kind, like you can store some string, you can store some the integers, the floating numbers, or anything like that. You can store any kind of data in the variable. So let's just do something in the variable. First of all, we need to go with the the general way, the package which is main by now. Then we are using the import, and absolutely we're importing the fmt because we are going to use the fmt for the print ln formula. So here the func main parentheses curly braces, and inside the curly braces I'm going to make the variable. I'm creating it with the keyword var. The var keyword is actually the reserved keyword for making a variable. That means you just cannot use the var keyword for making a variable or for using for yourself. It is the reserved word. Okay, now because we're declaring a variable, we just declared that we are actually now declaring the variable. Now let's just put the name of the variable. The variable name can be anything, it's on you, but you just cannot use a reserved word on a variable as a variable name. Like you just cannot use the var as a variable name because it's a reserved word, but you can use the var1. The var1, because we didn't add any space between them, so it is a fine word. So all you need is to just go here and add in space, and now you can add a value. I'm adding a value, I'm adding 3 here. Now line break, and now you can see that we are not using the fmt, so we are having some problem because fmt is important and imported and we are not using it. So now I'm using the fmt.println, and in the parentheses I'm adding the var1. This is what we already know. I'm going to the terminal. First I have to delete what I just programmed. Anyways, I'm going to the terminal, and here go run index go, and here I got the 3. That means the value of this variable, the var1, is 3. Now what more required is I need to go here back, and what more we can do here, because we need to learn a lot about the variables. We just declared a variable. It is a good form. It's a fine variable. Okay, now I'm going down and I'm making another variable, var2. Okay, now here I'm declaring the variable type. I'm declaring it as integer, and here I'm using it, the var2 equals to 5. But here we're getting an error. The var2 declared and not used go, or not used in go yet. Absolutely we didn't use that. Here we did 2 things. We first declared it, and here we just added a value in it. Now let me tell you a few things. Here we're making it a dynamic variable. That means it has no fixed type. It is, if I type 3 here, that means it is integer by now. But if I just add the 3.20, now it became the float 64 as a data type. Let me delete that. Anyways, what if you just want to check the data type of the variable? So first of all, we need to call this, otherwise we're gonna have an error. So I'm going down and writing fmt print ln, and inside this I'm writing var2, so it is now right. Okay, because we are using this variable, we declared it and we added a value and we used it. Now I'm going down and I'm writing fmt again and print f, and inside it I'm just simply gonna do something like var1 type is var1. Okay, I'm going here and I'm writing this, and now I'm gonna get the result. Okay, it's telling the type of var1 is extra int3. Let me just use the simple syntax, and I'm going here and I'm writing this again. Okay, now you can see that the var1 type is int. That means now here we just write this and we just got it here, var1 type is, and after the comma we got the var1. That means here is the formula int, it is int. But if you just make it 3.28, save it, now just go here and just run this, and now you're gonna get something different actually. So you're gonna get that var1 type is float 64. That's absolutely tricky. Okay, now here we declared the data type here, the variable type here. So in the same manner, if I write the fmt.print, oh, there is no space, I need to add the printf, and here var2 type is, t n, adding a comma and var2 and saving, and now I'm going there back and just testing this out. So here you can see that the var1 type is float 64, but var2 type is int. Here we declared it. Now it is a static data type. That means this variable is actually static because we added the value, the data type here, and then we added the value here. But here we didn't mention the data type. Anyway, there is one more thing we should know, that var3 we can do another thing like int, or I'm gonna use the float 64 space, and then here I'm gonna add the value equals to, and I'm typing here 5.89. okay, now we're gonna have the error because we didn't use that, but it is declared. So absolutely I have to use it somewhere. I can use it in this way too, print ln. Okay, print ln var3, and just need to go here after saving that. I just need to go here, and now here we're gonna get multiple things. First of all, the 5.89, the 5, this is 5 and this is 5.89, the var3 is 89 and var1 is 3.28, and the var1 type is float 64, var2 type is integer, var3 type is, we didn't mention the var3 type. Let me just do that too, so you will be actually sure what we're doing. Is t n comma, oh, I used the wrong slash, okay, comma var3, save it. Now I just need to go there back and just need to run that again, and so I'm gonna get the result. The var3 type is float 64. Here we didn't define the type of this one, but we defined the type of this one. So this is a static variable, and this has almost the same value, but it is not the static value variable, it is the dynamic variable, and it has 3.28. you can see that the types of them are float 64. Both of them are float 64, but the value is you can see that here, the 3.28, the 5.89, and the 5. So this is how we declare different kind of variables. So there are a few more interesting things I want to talk by now. You can do one more thing, the var space var4. Now you can add a comma, var5, you can add another comma, var6, you can add another comma if you want one more, or if you just want 3 more variables, you can define their data types right now. I'm writing int as their data type. Okay, now I need to add I'm having an error because we are not using them, but we just made them. Now what more I need to do, I need to go down, so I need to use them somewhere. So I'm just using them. Print ln var 4. Okay, okay, I am using this, but it will be empty because we just declared that we didn't add any value. Let me just do that. You can see that now this is not in the red line, but these ones are. So the fmt.println, and here I'm writing var 5, and I'm going down fmt.println the var 6. Now save. Okay, let's just check the result we're gonna have, because ultimately we're not doing something very good. You can see that the values of the 4, 5, 6 are 0 because we just declared them. We didn't use them yet, but we declared. So you can see the value is just 0 by now, but you can add the value in them later, like, you know, the var 4 first and space, and now here I'm adding the value as 9. I'm saving it. Okay, now if I just run this, you know, I'm gonna have it a little changed. The, you know, 9, the 5.89, then the 9 is the var 4 because we added the value of 9 with the var 4, which is here. Then the var 5 and then var 6 are there. There is one more very interesting thing I want you to know about the variables. Here I'm declaring some more variables, the var 6 and the var 7, comma var 8, comma var 9. Okay, now I need to add the equal sign. Now, however, I'm not declaring their data types, so because they are dynamic kind of data types, so all of them can have different data types. So let's just do this. The first one I'm making as a string. So instead of typing the string, I'm just making it as a string. I need to put some value for the string. Is I'm writing here the foo, comma, I'm adding another one as a number 8, I'm adding a comma, and I'm typing the bar. Okay, save it. Now we have them, and they have different kind of data types. This one is, you know, the string, this one is integer, this one is a string again. I'm going just there, fmt.println, and I'm writing here something like var 7. Now we have a one of them. Now I'm writing another one, the fmt.println, and here I'm writing var 8, and I'm going down again and fmt.println, and I'm writing var 9 here. Okay, now I need to go there and let's just check this out. Okay, you can see that the foo, 8 and bar, that means this way worked. That means we just did it. Now in the next lecture we're going to talk some more things, but you need to practice a lot for the variables because they're actually very important in your further lectures. We're going to use this thing, the variables, multiple times in future in our course. So stay tuned and goodbye.